Yep.
At least they had him a bike.
So, good morning, everybody. This is early, but I just saw something that inspired me to tell this story time. So, we just saw this bike, 2 different wheels. Look like it's been worked on a little bit, combined and tore apart and put back together. So, when I was younger, my cousins, my Auntie Judy children, and my Auntie Ruby children, they used to always be out making bikes or riding dirt bikes, or somehow, like one time staying with Auntie Judy, they had a go-kart. To this day, I don't know how they got that go-kart, but they had like 3 of them eventually throughout life. But this story time is focused on one time I go to see family in the summertime, and we usually, when we first go to Mississippi, we used to go see my grandmama. After my grandmama, we used to go see my auntie. This particular time, we went to see my grandmama, and my auntie Ruby was over there, and she was like, you babies come with us. Y'all come with me. Y'all come to my house. So we go out to her house, and she used to live in Heaven Acres. And if anybody who lived in Mississippi lived in Heaven Acres or know about Heaven Acres, know how the community looks. So we go out there, and this is like a day before we go to see my Auntie Judy. And my cousins, my cousin Rico always treated me like his little brother. He's one of my favorite people. So when I used to go see him, he used to always be like one of the main people, like, hey, look, cuz, how you doing, man? What you been up to? What you been going through? Blah, 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 this, that, and third. And I'd be looking at him like, I used to always be like, man, he's so cool, man. He fun, he funny, he got all this stuff going on. Now, when you get older, you realize he was bad as hell. He was really bad. Him and my other cousin. My brothers wasn't so much because... All right, so where were we? Okay, so I'm at my cousin's house, and he like, look, cuz, I'm gonna get you a bike. And I'm like, okay, let's get a bike. So I'm thinking he had a bike around the house. No, he had the frame. So we went to like 4 different people's houses, right? I saw them take off the seat, put on a new seat. The one thing I could never figure out how to do is take off the part where you put the chain for the sprockets. Never understood how to take that off, and I didn't understand how to take the handlebars off. So I see him take the handlebars off, put them back, put a new set on, change out the chain on it, give me tires. They was 2 different tires, which I didn't care. It was a bike. It didn't matter. It was a dirt bike. I get to go outside and play and ride my bike wherever I go. Man, that bike was blue. And I ended up leaving my auntie house like 3 days later and going to my dad's house for the summer. And I left the bike at my dad's house for the summer. When I came back to stay with my dad like 2 years later, that bike was still there. That bike lasted a very long time. And what happened to it was, one day I'm out with my stepbrother, and we're going to swim in this big old hill. And I told this in one of my story times before. It was a big old hill going to Tom Bigby Park. And the way the hill was, it goes all the way down. It was a steep hill. And then there's a turn to the right where you go into the park. It's like 6 or 7 of us out there. We coming down, and we didn't think, slow down, everybody turn at the same time. So I'm coming down. I gained so much momentum. And this guy that was with us, he went to turn in front of me, and I hit him and broke my bike. I flew off the handlebars, rolled down the street. He was rolling down the street. My bike was all towed up. And I had to ride this piece of crap back to the house. I was hurt and disappointed because I had never had somebody to, like, he didn't custom make it, but it was like he custom made it. He made a bike for me. And I only had, like, at that time, I only had 2 bikes. That was my second one. The first one was the one when my mom got me and my sister at Christmas time when we was younger. So this was another one that was one of the best bikes. It was put together. Now, don't get me wrong. It was put together. But that bike was one of the best bikes I ever had. Like, for real. Like, I went everywhere on that bike. And I just like to say thank you, cuz, for hooking that bike up for me, because without that bike, I would have had to walk everywhere. And if anybody been to Fulton, Mississippi, knows there's hills all over the place. I enjoyed that bike, man, for real. How many of y'all had y'all favorite bike, and what did you do with it? Hit me in the comments.